Hey everybody, thank you for joining us again for another Wednesday with Weezy. Today I'm here with
Me.
so if you do this, like make the goof, just pause for and count to 5 and then start over because it gives me editing.
Splice, okay, or whatever.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another edition of Wednesday with Weezy. I hope you're having a fabulous day. Today we're going to talk about real estate. And I have a real estate agent here, and we're going to talk about how the market is doing, how she got into the market, and how COVID has affected sales and how homes are being shown. So without further ado, welcome, Jennifer.
Hi. Thank you for having me here today with you.
I'm so glad that we finally got to be able to spend some time together. I've known Jennifer for like at least 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
And we've gone back and forth with different things. And I know her as Jennifer, the real estate lady. What is the name of your real estate company?
That is Real Estate Central, your central source for real estate.
So when you say the central source, that's a tongue twister. So when you say the central source for real estate, what do you mean by that?
That means I can help you with whatever part of real estate you're needing, whether you're a seller or a buyer or perhaps an investor. I can help you in any of those areas.
Okay, so you're like a one-stop shop and you help on both sides, buyers or sellers.
That is correct. I also have worked in new construction quite extensively, so I can help if you want to build a home as well.
Great. So Jennifer, what prompted you to want to start into the real estate world?
Well, about 17 years ago, my husband and I were looking at buying a home, building a home, and as it would turn out, I really, really love floor plans and looking and deciphering floor plans. So I decided to get involved with new construction. And for about 10 years, I worked that side. In 2008, I decided to start my own business and work both sides because new construction is mostly of the seller, and I wanted to help buyers as well.
All right. So these days we're told to niche down or whatever when we're in our businesses. So do you have a special clients that you work with, a special sect of client that you work with?
There was a season where short sales were everything. So in that period of time, I worked pretty much exclusively with short sales. But now I really, really love first-time home buyers because to me, it gives me great joy to know I'm helping them get their foot in the door of home ownership. And just over a year ago, I got certified as a senior real estate specialist. So I work with the other end of the spectrum and our precious elderly people who need to downsize or age in place. And currently, multi-generational living is all the focus here.
Okay, so you're saying multi-generational living. Can you explain more what that's about?
I can. My husband and I talked to our son and daughter-in-law, and we decided that we would live together, and that offers us the opportunity to see our granddaughter grow and learn, and it's so enjoyable and fun to watch and help them with what they might need, and it helps us accelerate our retirement savings at the same time.
All right.
So it could be for a season or a couple years or perhaps longer term. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Well, in many cultures, they do that anyway.
Mm-hmm.
There's like the home family, and there's many generations living there. So,
full circle.
In many cases these days, it could be 4 generations living under one roof.
We're not going that far. Well, I shouldn't speak too soon because I do have a senior mom.
Well, in this day and age, I mean, look at how everything changed so fast this last year. You just never know what could happen.
COVID has definitely amplified that change. And with the concerns families have had with COVID, for whatever their spectrum is on that, multi-generational living could be an answer to the COVID situation because the may not want their senior loved one in a care facility, um, or the senior themselves want to be with their younger family so they can enjoy them for the times that they have left.
Yeah, because I've been hearing stories where some of the seniors are so worried about COVID that they are, if their children live out of state, they're not allowing their children to come visit them.
That's exactly correct. And how heartbreaking it is for so many families. And I know several that are
Yeah.
dealing with that exact thing where they can't see their loved one. I believe you're included.
Yes, yes. um, but that may be something that we all need to start thinking about our younger generation price, because how has COVID affected the market for real estate? Has it hurt it or is it booming?
It might depend where you live. Some areas has been so hard hit that, people are out of work and they can't buy a home or sell their home at this time. But the Charlotte area has not really had any adverse impact as a result of that. In fact, the home we're in right now for our multi-generational living, we bought in March during the whole COVID original shutdown. Fortunately, my husband has an essential job and my real estate business is an essential job. There has been some definite changes in how we do business, but the housing market is strong and well. And with the rates as low as they are, realtors everywhere encourage to go ahead and get in while you know exactly what you're going to get.
Yeah. So during this era that we're living in of COVID, and everybody's changed, and you can't just walk into somebody's house. You used to just go to the showings or go look in a house.
Mm-hmm.
Are people still going in homes to look, or are they looking more online, or how is that process working?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. It's pretty common knowledge that most home buyers and sellers are online first and foremost, looking at homes where they might like to live in areas from out of state, out of town. But as far as actual showings, each seller, has their own level of caution that they wish to take. And most people that I've been in contact with when I'm showing home all require, of course, the regulations of wearing a mask and hand sanitizer. Some sellers have other things, protocols in place, like wearing booties and things like that, but I don't really see that so much. However, it's more about the limit of number of people that can be in the home at any one time. And that's, been a real art of holding open houses. But it can be done. And we actually know several buyers that have bought homes sight unseen, meaning physically unseen, not necessarily online unseen.
Mm-hmm.
So with the market being challenging, they opted to they know they like the house and the area they want. They put in offers without even going in the home. I don't recommend it, but it can be done.
Yeah. So how do you do that? Does somebody go in and do like a virtual tour of the home?
Sometimes they do.
Would that be you or the homeowner themselves, or
not the homeowner themselves? Yeah, typically they avoid that at all costs, unless they're for sale by owner, which I don't, necessarily know what I can't speak on their behalf of what their protocols are. But as far usually it's the listing agent that will do the virtual tour, and some virtual tours are I've seen very, very well done ones, but the best thing is really just to go see the home for yourself, because most sellers are willing with an appointment at the very least.
Yeah.
So,
So, well, good information. So, because a lot of my viewers are of, we're like my age and up.
I fit that category.
So I want to go back and touch on the senior. You're certified for senior
real estate specialist.
Yes. Senior real estate specialist.
Mm-hmm.
So what does that mean? Who is in that category, and how are you helping them?
Mostly it's baby boomers. We'll just put it right out there. Mostly baby boomers, because they're the retiring generation.
Mm-hmm.
And in about 10 more years, that will be the end of the baby boomers. Not even 10 now, because it's 1964 and I'm the last of it. So
Me too.
9 years. 9 years, baby boomers are all retirement eligible. Doesn't mean they're
Mhm.
all going to take it, but so that's the bulk of the clientele. Well, their parents, like my mom, for example, 2 years ago, my mom and stepfather sold their existing family home and moved to a townhome where they don't have to take care of the lawn and maintenance of the home other than the inside. And the master's on the main level. And they
Mhm.
still have a couple rooms upstairs. So they my brother, anybody come to visit, they have a place for them to go, or the grandkids. So that's a typical scenario. And that's kind of in the category of aging in place. And then other seniors, baby boomers, might want to go to a 55 and older community. So it's active adult. Nobody's, there's no problems, nothing medical or anything like that. They
Mhm.
just live in a community of like-minded or aged people, and they can do group things together and just go about that. But 55 and older, at least one person has to be 55 years older.
Okay.
And then there's like we're doing multi-generational. Right?
Yeah.
Everybody pool their resources and it helps everyone on both sides. So it's a benefit to the elderly because they get to actually spend time with their families. And then it helps like us. So,
Yeah.
We can actually retire because, there's it's a big pool when you have money coming in and out at the same time.
Yeah.
Mostly out.
And so, yeah, I mean, because you can pull the resources and everybody can hopefully start, like you're accelerating your retirement.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully your son and his wife are able to, maybe sock a little bit
Mhm.
away in savings and stuff with what they do. Plus, there's something to be said. I know I'm going out here. It's not about real estate, but just this multi-generational. So I'm getting a little sidetracked. But
that is real estate.
the thing is that little baby isn't away. It's so things you can spend special time with baby, teach her or him different things that you like to do. Give mom and dad a break, maybe with a story time or something like that, while they go grab a shower or maybe go out to dinner or something like that, but just make it a little bit easier.
It does. Yeah.
So Jennifer, Real Estate Central. So is that your own company or do you work with a firm?
No, Real Estate Central is my own company, and I have another agent, Travis, that works with me, and that helps when we're on vacation or tied up with a client. I'm an independent, considered an independent.
So what is there a difference between working with an independent and a person who works with one of the larger firms?
Because as an independent, I have a lot more flexibility to meet with clients on their schedules. Very easy to reach. I don't have commitments of my time anywhere else to be divided with. And I just can work with clients for what their needs are, a little more without the regulation of what the firm's policy might be.
Okay. So this might be something that you might want to consider is, an independent versus the big firm when you are getting ready to sell and buy your house. So is there anything else, little good tidbits we should know, Jennifer, out there in the real estate world?
Well, as far as an independent is concerned, it doesn't mean you don't still have the full service that you would get with any large firm. I just have a little more flexibility is really it. So if you're in a little different situation than just buying and selling, you might want to talk to an independent and see if they can work with you a little bit more personally. Because that's what I consider myself, a personal realtor.
Okay.
I'm very easy to reach. The contact information is right on the screen.
All right. Well, thanks for coming. And it was a
Thank you.
joy to catch up with you and to hear what's happening out there in real estate world in our changing environments.
Definitely. Thank you.
Very eye-opening. Well, thanks everybody. And I hope you found great information.